Greetings and gratitude to all life forms and life workers who have found this Books and Runes live broadcast. Anyone who has found me in the internet zone into the strange realm, somewhere between the fourth and fifth dimension. I call it the broadcast zone. Welcome to the broadcast zone, wherever you may be. Thank you for being here. Much love, much gratitude, and much appreciation to you, to yours, and to all that you love. Hello, Judith. Thank you for you being here. Books or runes? What do you choose? How do you choose? Why do you choose? Doesn't particularly matter. That last one. So just take a second. Just give yourself the opportunity to choose. Let it be and let it vibrate. Whatever it should be. Let that feeling come in. Let that echo go back and forth like the tide. Let the beautiful moon force make what happens need to happen. If all the three people here, thank you. If you have not seen the update, you should watch the update. You are a powerful manifester, Divya J. Hello, I'm here. Please know that here's your message, Divya J, just for you, lioness message. When you think something, sometimes it manifests boom immediately. Sometimes it takes some time to simmer, to boil, to cook, to really get all the flavors in. Sometimes it goes boom and happens right away. It's an immediate reaction. But sometimes it takes a period of distillation. But other times it's an instantaneous process. And other times it's somewhere in the middle. Be open to that, Divya J. Love yourself and your magic, your alchemy, and know that it is amplifying every day. Hello, Jason. Thank you for sticking around, audience. The format has changed. Okay, rune or book. 3 is valid for both. You want runes or books? What are you calling for, Jason? The rune. Jason, up, down, left, right, or random? Let's get a little bit more of your powerful free will in here, Jason. If you choose. If not, I can choose for you. Even if you don't choose, you still make a choice. Okay, you got the paper runes. Tell me when to stop. I'll stop when I feel compelled. You got 3 options. Jason, do you want no rune board, resin rune board, or painting rune board? About all these free will choices. Okay, Jason. Okay. So you may feel that your needs are not being met, but you need to make them happen. God is here. Odin is listening to you. The universe is supporting you, Jason. Believe in your momentum, your spin. You have to find ways to fulfill your own needs, to do the things that have to happen for Jason's sake. Understand deeply that you don't have to prioritize mankind. You don't have to focus on other people. What you need to work on is who you are, how you act, and by doing so, it will affect other people infinitely. Know that those things you need the most is what you should focus on in a loving way. Don't be angry because you need food, water, sleep, and exercise. Love those things because it's all part of the motion of life. It's all part of the expression of God. It's all part of that ancient mysticism that you exist within. Experience it, Jason. Feel the vibration, the ups and downs, the roller coaster of life. Celebrate it. Every moment, every breath, as something that needed to happen. And everything that has happened or will happen needed to happen. Even if you don't want to admit it, it's true. Thank you all. If you are here, say here so I know who's here, and I'll give you a powerful message for being present. My present to you for being present right now. I don't think I've said that before. I'm probably going to say that multiple times because it sounded really good. Stick around after your reading. We can have some fun here. I got some ideas for unique book games for you all. Jason, how are you? How is life? Is the universe great or is it not? If so, explain. WJ, do you want a reading? Please choose to participate in the fun. Judith, if you're here, you're loved. I will happily give you a reading. To all the others who have found this broadcast in the future, guess what? I'm going to give you one right now. Here you go, person. No, you're going to be wealthy. Abundance, money, prosperity, everything you've ever wanted and more is your birthright, is going to happen. If you found this broadcast, it means you are a powerful, wealthy person, or you would never have found this frequency. It's a very obscure topic. Very few people even like the runes. So understand that you are abundant. You are frequency growing. Your wealth code is becoming more with every day. Bring in that abundance. Back in the olden days, it used to be based off of cattle, how people would decide who was the wealthiest in town. In some cultures, such as India, the cow is still worshipped as a holy force. Know that it means abundance. It means having so much more that you can even give to other people and be fine. The idea of milk. Having something that's within you that can be shared with someone else. Lord Arcane, up, down, left, right, or random. In Delhi, do they have any cultural customs in which celebrate the cattle? Arshi, hello. Please read the pinned message. Thank you for being here. Okay, you also got the paper runes. Lord Arcane, please say stop. Or I can stop when I feel compelled. Do you want resin, painting, or no rune board? Those are your three choices. Do you want either no rune board at all, paintings, or resin? Thank you for being yourself. You are doing it. Celebrate. All right. And have a good time. It's a celebration. Greetings on the open seas to the mermaid known as Judith. Hello. Thank you for being on the rock. I'm glad you are not a manatee. If you don't get my reference, you need to know more about your oceanic fairy tales. Yeah. Do you want runes or books, Arshi? Okay. Lord Arcane. The dawn is breaking. All of the darkness is leaving you. It is up to you to see what you're going to do after everything changes. You don't need to be strong, you just need to allow. Find your transportation, find your movements, find your needs, and know that this moment of breakthrough, this moment of harmony is coming. You may feel like mankind, the world is not supporting you as well, but inside you, around you, is always more people than you think. The needs of personal contact, personal respect, personal boundaries will be set by you and will be respected by others. Plant the seed, find your momentum, go forward, and always be open to change, be open to new things. They're not always going to be the same way, but it will develop, Lord Arcane. Know that your actions do affect mankind, even if that's not what your intent is. It just happens. It's a natural phenomenon. Pick a random intuitively book for you. Yes, I would love to do that, Archie. Hello, Sue Jones. Have fun in Delhi. It's awesome. Let me know when try to go on live if on one of my live streams when you're in Delhi. That would be great. Hello, Sue Jones. Thank you for being here. Please read the pinned message. To see the new format change, if you haven't seen the updated video, I recommend you watch it. Things have changed on my live streams. Okay, Arshi. Am I saying your name right? If not, please tell me the proper phonetic pronunciation. Okay. Your book was a book that was given to me, passed down. Originally was my grandfather's. So let's do some ancestral book magic. Are you ready, Arshi? Because we're going to go ancestral bloodline mythology magic. Let's get some deep Irish myths and legends. Tell me when to stop, or stop when I'm compelled. Judith, 1 through 20, or I can choose for you. So just say stop, Archie, when you feel compelled, or I'll stop when I feel compelled. Your choice. Okay. 5. So island cultures that are slightly isolated but not completely isolated have really fun cultural stories. The courting of Ember. When Culligan was growing out of his boyhood at the main Musha, all the women of Ulster loved him for his skills in feats, for the lightness of his leap, for the weight of his wisdom, for the sweetness of his speech, for the beauty of his face, for the loveliness of his looks, for all of his gifts. He had the gift of caution in fighting, until such time as his anger would come on him, and the hero light would shine about his head. The gift of feats, the gift of chess playing, the gift of drought playing, the gift of courting, the gift of divining, the gift of right judgment, the gift of beauty, and all the faults they could find in him were 3. That he was too young and smooth-faced, that young men who did not know him would be laughing at him, and that he was too daring, and that he was too beautiful. The men of Ulster took counsel together then about Culligan, for their women and their maidens loved him greatly. It was what settled amongst them, for that they would seek out a young girl that would be a fitting wife for him. That way their own wives and their daughters would not be making so much of him. And besides, they were afraid he might die young and leave no heir after him. Okay, understand deeply that who you think you are and how others perceive you, there's a divergence. You are profound, and your flaws are just flaws that people label by judgment and their own negative beliefs. Archie, you deeply and completely make your movement, make your choices in life, go out deliberately and know that you are a master diviner, a master speaker, a master at whatever you need to do. And people will call you names. People will say mean things about you. Archie, that doesn't mean it's true. 1,000,000 people can say 1,000,000 terrible things, but 10,000,000 people can say good things and you will never hear it. 100 billion people can say great things and 1,000 people can say bad things. And you just listen to that bad things. And so we all do it. And I say, Archie, now's the time to remember who you are, how amazing and magical you are. Mount the chariot, go into war, and know you're protected by the grace of God, by all forces. Okay, Judith, book number 17. Okay, you have I Heard the Owl Call My Name by Margaret Craven. You can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when I finish. We all have hurt people. We all have made bad choices. What are you doing today Archie, are you still doing what you did in the past, or are you doing something different? If you're doing something different, then I would say you're probably a good person. If you're still doing the same thing, I wouldn't say you're a bad person, because I don't believe in good and bad. But I believe you're a great person, if you ask me. So Judith, please say stop. Or I can stop when I feel compelled. I heard the owl call my name. Judith, have you ever heard any birds talk to you? If so, please share. I'm fascinated. Ishika, thank you for being here. Rune number 2. I will get that next. Sue Jones, if you're still here. Please choose your rune. Archie, up, down, left, right, or random. DYB, up, down, left, right, or random. Okay, Ishika, up, down, left, right, or random. Archie, thank you. Hope you have a good night, and I appreciate you being here. I do my best to go live every day if I can. With this new format, no cards. Besides the rune cards. Okay. Judith, I feel compelled to stop. So I've never seen this before, Judith. Have you? This book was missing a part of it somehow. And it had to be printed on top of this ink. Or this paper was on the printing. And I've never seen this before in any book in my whole life. I'm going to type in the random number code you got, Judith. Take with it as you want. It means a lot to me, but it may mean nothing to you, or nothing to me, or a lot to you. Your choice. Or the choice of the universe. Either way, it's up to you. Okay. In the cold, blustery days of February and March, when the men could not pursue the fish and the game, the life of the tribe turned in upon itself. The faces, once so much the same, grew clearly defined. Even Mark's ear began its attunement to the strange tongue. One weekday, when the men were away clamming, and the younger Mertrons gathered at Maria's house to make new altar clothes. He dropped in to find them, heads bent to their work, talking softly in the language. And he realized, with almost a sense of shock, that the words no longer sounded like the click of knitting needles, and they were speaking of him. Wait a minute, he said. I didn't say that at all. And they looked up, startled, then burst out laughing. And never again did they discuss him in that language in his presence. And when Ellie, the lost one, skipped home to her father's house before daylight, Mark knew now for whence she came. And when Ellie's mother sat sewing with the other women, totally unresponsive in her vague, sweet way, Mark knew also that she was probably in a drunken stupor because Sam had beat her again. Okay, we're going to stop at the domestic violence. So don't put up with domestic violence. If anyone is beating anyone, call it out. Don't put up with it. If there's alcoholism based off of the domestic violence, call it out with love and kindness. Know that the way that things happen around you, the people who you surround yourself with affect you. So their toxic stuff, it comes on to you. Be aware of your surroundings and the people you spend time with, Judith. Find yourself, find your own flap. Don't think you have to be like everyone else. Don't think that your little problems are bad. It's great the way you are. Follow the arrow and know that you're a one-of-a-kind force of reality. Don't think that that's not the way to be. It is perfect. And again, don't put up with any domestic violence. If you see it, call it out. PSA for anybody now or in the future. There's multiple services and other things you can do if you see domestic violence. Don't put up with it. It's not tolerated, and it should not be. It should be acknowledged, but should not be supported or promoted. Thank you, Judith. The end of the PSA. We will now return to the regularly scheduled Rune and book broadcast. Thank you, Judith. Cheryl, hello. Thank you for being here. Format changed. Anyone here, if you have not seen the update video, I do recommend you watch it. Rune number 2, random. Okay. Do you want resin, painting, or no rune board? Your choice. Or I can choose for you. Ishika, and then DYB, and then Shirley. Cheryl, thank you. Sometimes I call you Shirley, but I know your name is Cheryl, so I'm going to do my best to correct that. So I apologize. On behalf of all the people who said your name incorrectly before and were not able to apologize to you. Judith, thank you for being you and not being a victim of domestic violence and not letting your friends, loved ones, or strangers also be victims of domestic violence. Thank you for breaking the cycle. You want another book message? I'll do that. Okay, Ishika, you can say stop, or I will just stop when I feel compelled. You can tell me which border I will choose, but here we go, Ishika. Judith, if you want book, I got you. So I'll get you another book message. The numbers have changed. Okay. Okay, Ishika. You feel right now that you are not moving fast enough. Like things are not at the speed that they should be. The progression of things is not the way you want it to be. You don't have the freedom or mobility that you would wish to. Why is this? Because you're not acknowledging your sunlight. You're not tapping into your solar power. You are refusing to hold the torch. Remember that you are a bearer of cosmic light, that you are a bright beacon of energy throughout the universe. Be that victory. Ishika, celebrate yourself and know that you and your actions affect the whole world in a large degree, more than you ever thought. Believe and understand that it's your choice, and not making a choice is still a choice. Judith, 17. Okay, I will do that after DYB. So DYB says up 3. Okay, same runes for you. DYB, say stop. Do you want resin, painting, or no rune board? And Judith, number 17, is the Emerald City of Oz. Cheryl, please read the pinned message if you want your message today. The pinned chat. Calling in all the highest energies, calling in the vibrations of the universe, calling in the harmonic resonance patterns of all things. Here we go. Amplification now. DYB, hope you're having a magic day. Just Just say stop. Or I'll stop, DYB. Just say stop, DYB. Powerful person. This is for you. Okay. Do you want painting, resin, or no rune board? Or do you want me to choose? The painting, the resin, or no rune board? DYB, you help so many people in ways that you don't know of by just being a positive role model. Know that your magic is moving very fast and you're going to end up exactly where you need to be. Know that your torch is double ignited, extra flamed, and this means that multiple people are coming to you. Multiple wealthy people see you and are going to be coming to you quickly. Be aware of that, and also acknowledge that everything you've set out to achieve will be achieved. Move forward, have the dynamic motion, and believe in that action. Believe in yourself, hold that flame, and let the vibration through. Never forget that when you hold two torches, not only do you have more light, you have more of a chance to get burned. So you have to be aware of that, DYB. Take precautions and safety measures to help yourself and others to make certain that no one is getting burned. Research and study your magic so you don't burn yourself or others with it, is what I recommend, DYB. PDFs and other types of books on magic are very helpful. You don't have to listen to everything the book says, but some of it might be useful. Sigh. Up, down, left, right, or random. Judith. You are loved. Here's a message from the land of Oz. Just then, a rabid band of nearly 50 pieces marched in, playing upon golden instruments and dressed in neat uniforms. Following the band came the nobility of Bunnyberry, all richly dressed and hopping along their rear legs. Both the ladies and gentlemen wore white gloves upon their paws, with their rings on the outside of the gloves, as they seemed to be the fashion here. Some of the lady rabbits wore carried lorgnettes, lorgnettes, some type of fashion. While many of the gentleman rabbits wore monocles on their left eyes. The courtiers and their ladies parted past the king and were introduced Prince Dorothy to each couple in a very graceful manner, and then the company seated themselves in chairs and on sofas and looked expressly at their monarch. It is our royal duty, as well as our royal pleasure, he said, to provide fitting entertainment for our distinguished guests. And we will now present the royal band of Whiskered Friskers. As he spoke, the musicians, who had arranged themselves in a corner, struck up a dance medley, while into the room pranced the Whiskered Friskers. They were 8 pretty rabbits dressed only in gauzy purple skirts, fastened around their waists with diamond bands. Their whiskers were corded, were colored a rich purple, and otherwise they were pure white. Understand that now's the time for you to dance and perform. Be the bunny rabbit and jump into that action, jump into that motion of what you're doing. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be mystical. It's okay to be your own bunny rabbit person. Wear your ring on top of your glove if you want. It doesn't matter because it's you who gets to be expressive. Have your unique whiskers. Be the whiskered frisker and go out and celebrate and perform, Judith. Know that now's the moment to leap forward. Now is the time to celebrate your royal moment. You're a distinguished and amazing person. Celebrate it and believe that you are that powerful princess that you've always wanted to be. The Goblin King called to me? No, the Gnome King called to me. The Gnome King is a prominent character in this book. The Goblin King, me and him we're kind of cool, but not cool. The Gnome King, we don't get along very well. But if he showed up in a reading, I would tell you what he meant. But in tarot, in the tarot deck I use, he symbolizes the devil. So I thank you, everybody, for finding this broadcast. Sai, 3 random. Okay, do you want wood? Do you want resin or painting or no board? Resin, painting, or no board? Judith, I recommend you watch the video I recently uploaded called The Emerald City of Oz, Bibliomancy. That was the book I just gave you a reading from. It was recently uploaded earlier today. No board. Okay, Sai, you can tell me when to stop, or I can stop when I feel compelled. Thank you for the 8 thumbs up, everybody. Okay, Sai, I don't know who else is going to tell you this, but someone needs to tell you it, and I'll happily be the person to tell you it, is the dawn is breaking. Everything is going to happen. All of the seeds you are planted are going to bloom. All of your hopes and dreams will come true, and you will be massively successful. You are going to gain some form of inheritance. This could be physical or mental, or a lot of types of inheritance. It could be money or mindset or beliefs or energies or objects, like the book of my grandfather, other things. And know that these knowledge you gain from the ancestors, are supporting you. The ancestral wealth is here. Sai, know you are psychically protected. Your protection is huge. No monsters, demons, or dark forces are really going to get to you, because you are protected by God itself, by the highest universe, by the highest force of protection is within you, and nothing else can take that away from you if you know that it is you. So I say thank you. Believe in your protection. Believe in your ancestry coming forth, and know that all of the goals and dreams you have set out to achieve will happen because your determination to make them happen. Your belief and understanding that your choices make reality, and that those choices change the world. Thank you, Sai. Don't beat yourself up. Wear your beautiful whiskers. Whisker friskers from the land of Bunnyberry in the land of Oz. The Whiskered Friskers are the dancers in Bunnyberry. They have a golden sash around their face. And they were introduced by a marching band of bunnies. Yes, in Bunnyberry. Huh? Thank you, Judas. Have a good night, and I'll see you on the other side of this time that is happening now. When this time is over, there will be another side. When that side is over, that will be the next time I see you. Thank you for being here, Judas. Your message also loved you, Sai. Okay. Thank you, one person who is watching. Thank you, 8 thumbs up, and anyone in the future. I appreciate you appreciating me, 3 people. So keep feeling your vibrations. Keep breathing your excitations. And keep picking up those good vibrations.
Good vibrations.
Ooh, vibrations. You want to feature your art? Okay. When we have 10 viewers, there will be bracelet time. So tell your friends if you want to see awesome bracelets. Tell them special bracelet time when there's 10 people who are here. One person. Thank you. Once on a dreary sea, there was a man who could barely see. Kind of reminded me of me, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever been that free. I could not really imagine it truly being me as the waves would come up and down on the surface of the sea. But over time, this person would change the rhythm, the changeless, never-ending presence of lack thereof of any waves, knowing this endless change, the rhythm of the waves. As the sun rise and the sun set, and as the storm come, and the fish would rise and set. Sometimes he starved and sometimes he feasted, but very few times did he not weep. Very few times did he not struggle to sleep. Very few times did he wake up not feeling oblique. But one time he felt as he drifted alone in the sea, there was something deep on the surface he began to see. As he got closer, he could barely believe this land, mighty island that he finally could see. As he reached the shore, he felt the magic. He could smell the fire of the cooking druids. These mighty magical people showed him mystical symbols, powerful art, mighty alcohols, and other forms of medicine. No longer lost in the ocean, finding refuge and always growing. Judith, I will give you another message if you would like. I grabbed this book because I think it's the book for you. So, some magic is hilarious and some magic is profound, and when we find it, we can hear the sound. But also, Judith, do not allow anybody to perform domestic violence on you, your friends, or anyone in your surroundings. It is not approved of, it is not supported by you or the universe, and you should let them know that, man or woman, if you abuse your partner physically or emotionally, the universe is aware of it, and at some point that will come back to you threefold. And you should acknowledge it and not do it. But you have free will, so I can't say what you can or can't do. I just highly recommend that you don't. Okay, Judith, please say stop or I'll stop when I feel compelled. For the little book of symbols. Anybody who wants a message, please say stop. I will pull a postcard for you. Postcard pictures. DYB, you got the butterfly. It's a butterfly woman with a butterfly on a shield. Know you are protected and honored. You are in blossom and in transformation. Now is the time for renewal, lightness. The Aztecs associated the butterfly with the soul, since they believed that the last breath of the dying took the form of a butterfly. For the Japanese, the lightness of the butterfly is associated with young womanhood and freedom and a zest for life. In the West, it is more of a symbol of population. To flutter, to spread your wings and fly. And know that what people label you as, how you see yourself as, is it very important. Be aware of what form you are in, how you are perceived in this form, and how this form can amplify. Be the butterfly woman. Expand. Know you're protected even when your shields are down. You are always protected. Hold the elixir of your magic and know that your infinite flutter force of being this butterfly magic is always amplifying. It's really not like this. It's always getting higher and higher. So thank you for your upward ascent, DYB. Helping the children in need, Inc. Judith, if you're here, know that 3 is a magic number. Oh, yes, it is. The 3 wise men, the mother, the father, the son, the person who you think you are, the person who others see you as, and the person who God knows you as. Your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and your superconscious mind. Understand that 3 is an infinite number of mysticism, of magic, of mystery, of power, Judith. In terms of symbolism, the prime numbers represent the order of the world. For Christian, it represents the Trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. In the Nativity, Mary, Joseph, and the Christ child, or joined by the 3 magi. In Hinduism, it's Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Life, birth, death, and adolescence. Past, present, future. The mind, the body, and the soul. Hope, grace, and charity. The heart and the mind and the body. Intelligence, science, and logic. So astrology now's a good time for you to look into astrology. 3 is a number of the Freemasons and building magic, and is used in ceremony rites and practices. The Eye of Providence, luminous delta, which represents the 3 words and the 3 dimensions of this current universe. Break out of the 3rd dimension, but use it as a powerful symbol, Judith. 3 will set you free. Thank you, 3 people, for being here. And 9 thumbs up. May the magic numbers and the magic numbers continue to amplify, because Pythagoras said it would, and I believe in Pythagoras. You should also believe in Pythagoras. Okay, hello. If you're here, please say here, and I will give you a present for being present in this moment now. or this broadcast will end. DYB, the mirror. Start looking into the mirror and see the person you want to be, not the person you have been in the past. In the mirror, see somebody who has everything you want to have. Know that too much mirror work will make you narcissist and be corrupted by your own reflection, but a small amount of mirror work can change your life. Project into the mirror and know that you can see the knowledge that is self-love. Don't have too much vanity, but know you're beautiful and loved by you and other people. And mirrors are a good way to remind you of that. Mirror magic is something you might also want to search the internet for. You can find a lot of cool things on that, and also some terrible things. Your choice. The voice. Judith, long ago in the past in space-time, there was a man who had no sight. He was blind, but didn't he ever have the might? Didn't it shine all so bright? He could see, but not in an ordinary sight. People would look and say, he can't possibly be right. Look at that man, lacking of sight. They would laugh and jest, and here he would say, and bring with cheer, echoing in his voice so all could hear. I see, the city in flame, people screaming, calling out the names of their loved ones, burst in cosmic shame, outcast, called to blame. He said it, he shook, and he cast the blame on the rulers, the paupers, and all who would refuse to say his name. They would call him the blind man. But now who's to blame? They didn't listen and they laughed. They cast the blind man out of the city with eggs, rotten, smelly, nasty. The man bathed once he stumbled a few times down the path, recovering, feeling the trees and the rocks and the moss, making sure he's in the right place. As he washes off in the brook, he hears laughter, not knowing from where. The laughter amplifies the cheer in the air. He hears someone begin to stare. He can feel it. The rocking of a great or small chair. He hears the voice in his ear. It says, come play with us, come see, come enjoy and be free. Come find and feel and enjoy what is real. The Fae are singing in his ear. He does his best to not listen as the laughter increases. They say, play, play, we have so many games, so many words that you must say, so much things, and so much darkness to slay. They laugh and play all around him. They're so merry and gay. As he sees and feels it affects him in this unique way, he loves it, so he chooses to stay. He never leaves the realm of the Fae. Over time, he becomes the king in his own subtle way. Jareth is the name they give him. He begins to dance and sway, packaged in spandex, revealing in its own way. He says, you remind me of the babe. The reply is, what babe? The babe with the power. The reply is, what power? The power of voodoo. How can you see? You can't see. Who do what? You do what? Remind me of the babe. So Judith, thank you for reminding me and all of us of the Babe of Magic. How's my voice acting, Judith? Am I projecting from the diaphragm enough? Or do I need a bit more diaphragm? Was that accurate for you, Judith? Please tell me. I am fascinated. You've been here for an hour, so you're an awesome person. I've always wanted to be a radio personality. Welcome to the Third Eye Lion Runic Broadcasting System. Broadcasting on frequency Fehu Delta. We are welcoming you to this galactic broadcast. Hope that you are here from wherever you find, and hope these sounds bring you the cheer needed at this moment for all to hear. Bring out the voices, bring out your bodies, bring out the dead. Let them be seen, let their stories be said, let them be echoing in the minds, on the head. People will remember all those things left unsaid. They can feel it, they can echo it until the very end. Thank you all for being here, and I love you from the highest, most cosmic lights. Oh, mysterious strangers, I say keep questing. And powerful people, I look forward to finding you and your vibrations in the next broadcast.